This letter was written by John Coffin to give to H.C. Crane. H.C. Crane was expected to return this letter to Thomas Durant, who was the land speculator at the time. The Transcontinental Railroad began in 1863 and ended in 1869. This letter was written in 1866. This is a picture of Poweshiek County. This is the area where John Coffin obtained the land for H.C. Crane. This is an image of Scott County, where Davenport, Iowa is. John Coffin lived in Davenport and would travel multiple times to Poweshiek County to obtain land for H.C. Crane and Thomas Durant. The first page of the letter details the specifics of the land, the acreage, and the location. John Coffin knew that H.C. Crane is a very high-up official, and he wanted to make sure that he was given all the important information. While little is known about him, H.C. Crane was the middleman between John Coffin, who obtained the land, and Thomas Durant, who was the land speculator. The bottom of the first page discusses the deed, which is enclosed in the letter. This was the most important part of the entire letter because that is what H.C. Crane needed. It also is included, and towards the bottom, that John Coffin is currently working on a sale of another lot. At the top of the second page, H.C. Crane knows that John Coffin gave bonds away under the orders of Thomas Durant for the purchase of the lots. It can be assumed that since John Coffin asked Thomas Durant for the permission first, that he respected him very much and that Thomas Durant was a high-up official. Upon further researching, I found that Thomas Durant was not only just a land speculator, but he also owned the Union Pacific, which is one of the two main railroad companies that worked on the Transcontinental Railroad. After realizing this, it became apparent that John Coffin did not have some ordinary job, but he was assigned with a very important and specific task. It becomes obvious that John Coffin valued hard work and dedication to his job, otherwise he would not be working under one of the wealthiest men in the United States at the time. The bottom part of the letter is John Coffin's conclusion and sign-off. It's very professional because he knows that he's working with some of the wealthiest men in the country at the time and knew the importance of this job and how important the deed was. The third page is the deed itself. At the very top you can see an official header signed by the head judge of Montezuma, Iowa, which is in Poweshiek County. In the letter, it states the purchase of the land that Coffin would get, therefore symbolizing that he had done his job proficiently. One of the main arguments of this letter was it showed that Coffin did not have an easy job. It required a lot of hard work and dedication just to get a simple piece of land in the middle of Iowa.